could probably stand up here for an hour and talk about our speaker. I YouTubed her. If you get a chance, YouTube her. But I'm just going to give you a few key items because you want to listen to her, not me. She's the founder of Alzheimer's Speaks, and that's a Minnesota advocacy group. It has a media outlet providing international education and support for those dealing with dementias. On a personal level, she had a mother who suffered dementia for over 30 years. Her approach is that she sees solutions instead of problems. She explores new ways to address old challenges. She empowers her audiences and this audience to live graciously alongside dementia with down-to-earth approaches. Her practices are transferable to any industry as well as your personal life. Let me tell you some of the recognitions she has received. Oprah Winfrey deemed her a health hero for 2018. Maria Shriver acknowledged her as an architect for change for humanity. And Dr. Oz and ShareCare identified her as the #1 influencer online for Alzheimer's. Again, it was easy for me to see through viewing some of her YouTube presentations how well earned these accolades are. I would like to introduce Lori LeVay.
Well, I am so excited to be here. I've been on this kind of whirlwind tour here in Colorado, and you've all been so gracious. And Eva, in the back of the room here, has been the hostess with the mostest, and has just been catering to my every need. And so I feel really honored. While I'm here, I came in Tuesday evening. Did 2 presentations, and then yesterday we did another conference and then another evening presentation here, and then I fly over to Fort Collins and Longmont for a couple more and head home on Friday. And I am so lucky because I totally love my job. And I want you to know that I see the role as caregiver as really a true gift. My mom's journey with dementia, my dad had brain cancer for 4.5 years, and I think my generation, little girls especially, were just raised to give care. That was our role. That's what we were supposed to do. And not that there weren't times of struggle and frustration, but there are so many glorious gifts wrapped even in those struggles. And so today, through my 3 presentations, I hope to help shift perceptions and give you hope and acknowledge the wonderful work that you're doing out there. So I thank you all for letting me come. With caregiving, there is no silver bullet. There is no one answer. There is no right or wrong way to do this. But I think one of the biggest things that we have to keep in mind is that who we are caring for, we have to consider every aspect of life meaningful and purposeful, not only for them, but for ourselves. And to lead by example, to be gracious and kind. I was very lucky. On Monday, I got this last-minute call, and there was a man coming in from Australia who is kicking off a world kindness motion. And they're actually going to be doing something here in Denver. And he Googled the word kindness, and very little came up. Very few people use that word, and I think that it's really important that we think about being kind and respectful to others, not just those that are ill, but in our everyday life. And I just wanted to mention that. You might, I can get some information to Eva to get out to you. He's actually making up cards, so if you see an act of kindness, you can register that card, And then you can go online, note the story, it'll get pushed out to the world, and then you pass the card on to the do-gooder and ask them to play it forward. Just to get people consciously aware that we have to be better. You know, we have to do better and move past ourselves. I think with giving care, we have to develop a toolbox. We have to have honest conversations. We have to talk to one another. We have to release the roller coaster of emotions. And I think so many of you are probably like me. You feel like you have to be strong all the time. And you stuff these feelings, and they're exhausting when we don't let them out. We also, I think, sometimes hide what our roles are. And when we hide what our roles are, other people can't help because we don't look like we need help or that we want help. And so talking about our commonalities and our differences, I think, are important. Looking at the commonalities, to me, is really critical. So many times when we're caring for somebody ill, we look at the differences. But you know, when we look at differences in our world in general, we build barriers and walls. And we restrict people and we put them in a box. And we judge what their abilities are and aren't. But when we look at our commonalities, we share a common bond. We build our relationships stronger. We have more open conversations. And we're able to have honest discussions on our different abilities versus our disabilities.